unfolds. We're adulting our foes.
There. Sorry, guys. This is my first stream.
Pride Month's
We're not
over.
here.
We
Pride
can't-
month's over. Oh my god.
Gotta
What
kick
is
the gays
wrong
off.
with you?
We'll put the gays back on a bus and send them away till next
Yeah, I'm
June.
sorry. We gotta get rid of this gay stuff. Oh my gosh. Big gay, stop paying us. So we have to. Hold on, let me fix all this. Scott, entertain the people.
They can't see us.
They can hear us though.
Hello. So I just watched that Sling. Are you frozen again, Scott?
Yeah, it looks
Oh
pretty.
my god.
I don't know.
Yeah. Your face is just like frozen. Oh, there you are.
Am I?
You're better.
Am I back?
You're
You're
better,
back.
Daddy. What?
I just watched that Celine Dion documentary.
There's a Celine Dion documentary.
Yeah, because she got like really sick in 2021, and it's
what?
like, she got this rare thing. It's almost kind of like what Sean had, but it's like a neurological
Really?
thing that like, it was hard to watch.
Oh wow.
Like she was having seizures.
Oh
and,
my
like,
gosh.
couldn't move her body at all. It's on Amazon Prime. Go watch it.
Has Sean had you watch The Boys yet?
He had it on one night, and he only like pointed it out. I only look up and when he pointed out penises.
Yes. Lots of penis. Lots of penis.
Am I frozen again?
Unfortunately, you're not.
No, but your audio was lagged with your video.
Yeah, I can't even run a speed test right now.
You shouldn't be running a speed test because you're
Oh,
streaming.
there we go.
If you're running a speed test, it's going to mess up everything. Speed test
Yeah, but anytime
throttles
I
your data.
Run a speed test.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, a speed test.
anytime I do a speed test, when I do this, it's at like 800. I'm at 300 right now.
Yes. How about do a little restart on your computer. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm going to because I'm way
Yeah,
lagging. I
And
can
restart
tell
and
how long
yeah,
it's
you
taking
are
me to-
way lagging. Restart your router too.
No, I don't want to do that. That'll take way too long.
It's okay. It'll be 5 minutes. All right. What is going on, YouTube? Let's. I'm gonna check the comment section. What has everyone been up to? Today. Well, I'm not gonna talk about what I did today because it's part of the show. I did. Okay, so no, I will talk about this though. Today, tried to eat a little bit healthier, and I think I'll start doing this more often because I'm getting buzzed so much quicker. I had lettuce for lunch, and then lettuce for dinner.
Just lettuce. Are you a rabbit?
So yeah. So for lunch I had baby greens. I think they are baby greens with a little spicy ranch, a little bit, a little dollop, not a lot, not a lot. And then I had a mango smoothie with protein powder. And then for dinner, it's this little hack that I figured out. You want to eat unhealthy, but you also want to eat healthy, right? So what do? You combine the two. You eat a little bit unhealthy. You eat mostly healthy. So what you do is you get a bagged whatever. Iceberg lettuce mix, baby green mix, whatever your local place sells. And you put it in a bowl. It's all, made up for you with all the different lettuces. Let high, if you will. And then you get Tyson Anytizers, which are those chicken tenders that are basically like soaked in the whatever. We get the honey barbecue. So you throw that in the air fryer for 18 minutes. That cooks up. You chop it up. You throw it in a salad. Boom. Dinner's done in 20 minutes. It's delicious. And it's like guilt-free, semi-guilt-free, because you're not eating like a bunch of processed stuff. You're eating mostly greens. Top it with the Anytizers, and then you throw a little bit of dressing on there. What I have noticed is after a couple White Claw surges, which are 8%, you are super buzzed. I chugged one because I saw it was 6:20. It's like, oh my gosh, the podcast starts at 7 tonight. Chugged one in 5 minutes. Drank another one. Now I'm on my third, and then I'll be good for the night.
Nice.
Because Disneyverse is recording tonight, and which is a little alarming. A little alarming. I'm trying to pull up our video. but I forgot how to do it. That's why I think I might have to eat something with a little bit more substance next time.
I weighed myself today. I am down 20 pounds.
Are you
since
really?
October.
Good for
from-
you. You could tell in
yeah.
your face.
Yeah, it's
You
what
lose
happens
it.
when you just lose everything in your body, basically.
What did you? What are you doing different, or is it just anxiety based? Because usually
It-
anxiety helps.
It
a
was
lot.
my health issues.
Oh, yeah. Like it sucks, but
and
at the same time, it's like, you know what? Hey,
I've cut back my eating. Like even when I go on my trips, like normally I go on a cruise and I just eat the entire buffet.
yeah.
I'll have like half a plate anymore.
Wow, I just eat straight ass instead of food.
Yeah, eating ass is really good for your health, for your diet.
Ass. Okay.
That's awesome, Nick. You could tell. You could tell in your face.
Thanks.
You haven't sent me any abdomen pictures lately. You haven't lost anything in your groin area.
Yeah, that's the last part. I want to lose weight.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks, Charles, and congrats to Ryan on losing 15. Oh, I lost 15 face pounds.
Yeah. See, I can't see anybody's stuff. Why is the chat not
Can't see
working
anybody's stuff.
here?
What?
Penises.
Chat's working just fine.
No, like on my YouTube thingy bobber.
Don't forget, guys, give us a thumbs up, please.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, give us a thumb up or we won't record.
They don't care.
I'll wait. That's what my wife says. She's a teacher. I'll wait. Let's see. Yeah, I was just telling the gang, Scott, I'm completely sober tonight.
No, you're not.
Completely.
You chugged a bunch of things, and you've got.
Did you
dizziness
watch
tonight,
us?
So that's terrifying. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched you.
Why would you do that? You thought your
You have,
internet was
an,
getting
you
restarted.
have an umbrella in your beer.
I do.
Your
I had
White
to
Claw.
order the plastic straw from Amazon.
Oh man, my picture's bad.
You look great on our end, actually.
Well,
I'm-
yeah, but
Here
on
it
YouTube
is.
it looks
It's,
terrible.
it's better on YouTube now.
Is it okay? It's
Well, I
always-
think it's
Oh,
just I think it's
wow.
just your actual face, Scott.
Yeah, dude, you can't fix that shit. Oh, I found the chat.
I can't wait for you to go to Disneyland
no,
next
I
week
just
so we can just talk shit about you the whole episode.
Are you going to
I
Disney
can't-
tomorrow, Scott?
No.
You're not
no,
doing anything tomorrow?
I'm not. I'm under the weather.
You are?
Yeah, I'm not feeling great. So
What's wrong?
I was gonna ask you to host tonight. But
want me
when
to?
I'm in the AC, no, I'm okay. When I'm in the AC,
Good.
I'm a little bit better.
Thank goodness.
When I'm outside, I feel miserable.
If
But
Chris hosts tonight, it's gonna be like 4 hours.
Oh, yeah, I think you just
Right,
have
yeah.
allergies. Just sounds like allergies, Scott.
it could be.
Yeah.
It could be, Chris. I'm hoping. But the good thing is I'm getting it now, not next week.
Oh,
But
that's
now I have
true.
to, yeah, I
It
have
is
to
a
stay
blessing.
Yeah, I have
when-
to stay away from Darren because I don't want to get him sick.
Oh yeah, it is a blessing when you get sick right before you. Like Emily's mom
Yeah.
just went on a trip to London / Paris,
Mm.
and she got COVID like 2 weeks before, and she like so sick. I was like, thank goodness you're sick now. Like this
Yeah.
is great. I'm happy you have COVID.
Yep.
Just don't die.
Yeah.
But people
Yeah,
don't die from
yeah.
COVID anymore. I don't think.
No, after the election.
right. They stopped. All right, let's catch up on chat real quick. Nothing interesting. Guys, get a little bit more interesting in chat. I'm just kidding. I love
Do
you
better.
guys. I do want to remind everyone I am completely sober tonight, so I apologize if I'm off my game. Yeah, I'll tell you what. So
Sarah,
it was.
you okay?
I ain't even mad.
What is Nerd Archive deciding to
I think-
record at 7:30 for the first time ever? Those fucks.
You muted
You're
yourself.
also muted, yeah, because
You're
Nerd
muted.
Archive's recording.
Oh,
Just kidding.
I thought it. Whoops! I thought I did mute it. No, I was doing the very last step of filling out that application.
Oh,
for a
spoiler alert!
place.
You're moving.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
we'll
I'm
get
just
there.
trying to find the place I'm moving to.
There's a full night of content tonight. You got us. You got Remy's Roundtable. You got Disneyverse, Nerd Archive. Poor Remy's Roundtable and Nerd Archive. Like everybody else, just infringed on their day. Chris, you okay?
No, I was trying to get some of this blank space out of the stream. I found this. We got Bubba Job in the bottom left, and we got Sampler Vacation Virtual Studios on the right. I have to do a new stream screen with the Orlando Weekly stuff. Actually, no, I don't, because that ends like next week, right?
Like
The
July
14th or
15th.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie tells me. Robbie to put something around. Robbie inserts it in his 3-minute long AI songs.
Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1. That's right. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast, voted #1 by our friends and family, and #3 by the Orlando Weekly Readers Poll. We are the podcast for adults who love to laugh at adulting. Now, if you'd like to connect with us, all of our social media links are right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise or join our clubhouse. Become a friend with benefits, and you can watch us do a bunch of stuff. Exclusive content. You can win prizes just for as low as $2 a month. Hang out with us in our free Discord. Well, anybody can do the free Discord. Anyway, we record live on YouTube almost every single Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also a bunch of us go to the Orlando theme parks every Wednesday and live stream on the TikTok. That's no.new.friends.podcast. My name is Scott. I'm the host. With me, as always, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
I need a doctor.
The Jewish American princess, Sarah.
Hello.
Our emotional support gay, Nick.
It's a me. I'm a gay.
And our producer, Alex. So, Sarah, I'm concerned about you.
Why is that?
Well, what is it like living in 2024 without a working cell phone?
What do
I
you
just-
mean?
I have a bunch of blue where I've texted, people in our group and nothing. I'm having conversations with myself.
Oh, wow.
Is this just us communicating, or are we talking about yesterday when I was at work and my phone was blowing up and I couldn't respond?
Maybe a group chat between you, me, and not Nick and Chris. and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe Lewis, maybe Darren.
Oh.
You have a separate
Is it-
chat without me?
I was very concerned.
You haven't given a thumbs up on
What's-
any of the pictures of my daughter. Do you
Yeah.
hate her?
I haven't even seen them yet, actually, and I hate bubbles so much. It says I have 15 messages
That's actually
that
not that much.
I
for
haven't
me.
read, which is it's so unlike me.
Have
I
you seen
hate
Scott's,
seeing that
have you
number
seen
up
Scott's
there.
emails? He has like
Yeah,
18,000.
Over 100,000 unread emails.
You know what? That's the one thing. In all the bubbles, my email has 26,000.
Oh my god.
So I can't hate him for that. But for some reason, the phone calls and the texts that kills me. So now I have to look and. Oh yeah, I see the creepy picture of your daughter on the camera now.
Oh, thank
Now
you
I
for
see it.
thank.
creepy
I
picture.
will say thank you first and foremost for not like loving the photo like Darren did to be nice. It's a creepy photo. That's terrifying. She made a little grunt noise last night, which was equally as terrifying. I looked and that was her face. I had to screenshot it to show Emily because she would have never believed me. Terrifying. Anyway, go on.
She is very cute though.
Most
but
of the time,
I
yeah.
apologize. I'm so sorry. You know what? I have been busy at home. I barely text my husband back, honestly, because I've been getting in the zone of trying to pack everything up. Once
So-
it started, that was it.
Well, I just got concerned because when Chris is texting me more than you,
Yeah.
there's I'm like, Sarah's dead. We have to find a replacement. Like,
That's
where
alarming.
She's no longer living. Kind
I'm
of like our
trying to
president.
work. I'm trying to work, and then I get home and I'm just packing the house. I don't
So-
even pay attention.
What's new with the housing update?
Nothing really. I'm just packing up my entire house without actually knowing where we're gonna end up, essentially.
Like Russian
but
roulette for
w-
housing.
It really
you can't say
is, but
Russia.
I'm sorry. Ukrainian roulette
you go.
without.
much better. Yeah, we looked at our first property today, and I think, well, we put in our application, so we're hopeful at least. But yeah, one and done. So we're just kind of hoping that that works out and go from there.
It's a
My
good.
wife's nickname for me too. One and done. That and Minuteman.
So it's. Sorry, Scott.
It's okay.
So essentially, I'm in a house that's full and piled up with boxes, and not really sure where they're going to end up. So we'll see.
And Lewis usually knows what to do with a box. Sorry, Alex cut that.
I wouldn't
was
argue
horrible.
that. Alex, you can keep it. It's okay.
Well, I wish you the best. Hopefully, this process is done for you soon, so you can get back to hawk tooing, spitting on that thing. And,
I didn't need a viral video and some random girl to tell me that, but thank you, Scott. Appreciate it.
guys, we have to get this hawk tooey girl on the podcast.
She's
Like,
too big
she's-
already. She's too big.
I
She's like
know.
getting interviews left and right. She was at a insert famous country singer here concert
Right,
the other day.
right. Yeah, we missed our opportunity when she got fired from preschool. That's when we should have reached.
You know
out.
that wasn't even true. She was never. She worked at a a
Yeah.
factory, a spring
Well, that's
factory.
what Fox News said.
Yeah, they usually
whole-
tell the truth too.
Yeah,
so it's surprising.
because they tell the truth all the time.
Yeah, that's usually the case. But yeah, she was just on some. She was on a podcast. I hate to say it, but she was on a podcast. Bleep that. And she was talking about how she was never a preschool teacher. She worked at a spring factory, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Is that a Southern thing? I have no idea.
Like a factory that makes springs.
I can only assume, Scott, that's what it means. I have no idea.
Maybe she was talking about spitting on that thing and then jumping on it or sitting on it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was some innuendo that I just went right over my head.
Yeah.
Most of the innuendos do go right over your head.
I am 5'6", Scott, so most things do.
Right. So, Chris, what is the terrible transition again?
Yeah, I'm getting
Um,
weird and bad at this.
I know. I used to be so good at these transitions. Now I'm going to go from
Yeah.
Hawk Tui to let's talk about your daughter again.
Well, Pride Month's over, so you don't have to worry about transitioning anymore.
Hey, you do have to worry about transitioning.
Yeah.
Not accepted
guess,
anymore.
yeah. It's not
Now it's
accepted.
not
Wait till
accepted,
June.
yeah.
Wait till June. You wanted to talk about so first of all, okay, we talked about Hawk Tui. You want to talk about my daughter now? What was that?
Yes. How's your daughter?
It's fine.
Okay. So, no, you, what's the update? Has she pooped yet?
No, come on. She hasn't pooped since the last episode.
gosh.
Yeah,
Are you-
yeah.
Seriously, since the last episode?
Since the last time we recorded, yeah, it's once a week. So we gave her
Wow.
a suppository a week ago today. It's in my app. I have an app for her poops. I don't use it very much. So
I don't use my period sex tracking app either very much.
So yeah, we did the suppository last week. I thought we'll wait 8 days again because we did wait 8 days. But in the meantime, somebody that Emily knows said she took her baby to the chiropractor to make her poop. And I don't
heard
believe
that.
I don't believe in chiropractors. I feel
I
like
love chiropractors. Are you kidding me?
I feel like chiropractors are the Alex Jones of the medical industry. Let me explain because you won't ask me to explain.
Please explain.
Thank you, Scott. Alex Jones is a conspiracy theorist. If you don't know who that is,
Is this like translucent skin with the skeletons?
It's
and
like-
all that?
yeah, Alex Jones thinks that chemicals in the water turn the frogs gay. Like that's how crazy Alex Jones is. Got sued because he said Sandy Hook wasn't real and it was staged. Crazy, right? That's how I think of chiropractors. So
They can get rid of inner ear infections. I believe that.
chiropractors say they can fix anything. It like they
can.
might as well be Jesus Christ. The way they talk about
Pretty
themselves.
close, yeah.
And it's never worked for me. So anyway, I remember my chiropractor, like none of them are vaccinated. Forget about vaccines. Like they wear special gloves during COVID. They were trying to sell me gloves that didn't the germs would just fall off the gloves. I don't want to talk about that though. That was a dark time. So we take her to the
Just
chiropractor.
blew the
today.
COVID away.
And that was proven to work. So we take her to the chiropractor today, and I kid you not. And Emily, I haven't talked about this with Emily yet because we were both very hungry on the way home, so we didn't talk to each other. You know, when you like you're driving with your spouse and you're so hungry that you just don't talk to each other just to avoid like a huge fight. That was what we were doing today.
Well, because it always ends up being like, where do you want to eat? And then you choose
yeah,
some place.
exactly.
And they're like, no, that
Lewis
doesn't
and
sound
Sarah
good.
just pull over.
It's like a
I was gonna say this literally happened to us today.
the
Wait,
food
and then
thing.
you guys boned?
Well, no. Listen, it wasn't an argument, okay, but it
But it
was the
could have
back
been.
and forth, and then it
With
was the
food.
silent like car
Did you-
ride, and then
Oh yeah.
he hit me with, "I'm just hungry. I'm sorry."
Yeah, see, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to apologize for anything, so I just didn't talk. You turn the music up a little louder. You drive a little faster. You get home. I just went food shopping yesterday. I wasn't pulling over to
Wait, why is it that when
Get
our
food.
spouses or partners piss us off, we speed? It's like,
Oh.
I'm going to show them. I'm just going to.
I just want to get home and shut the door on their face.
I start driving like I am Dale Earnhardt Jr. Not Dale Earnhardt because he did die in a crash. Dale
Right,
Earnhardt
yeah.
Jr. Who did not die in a crash. I drive like him. So and I tell her, I'm like, who do you think I am, Dale Earnhardt or Jr.? And she has no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm just trying to prove a point that I will never crash a car. And she gets mad at me saying we almost crashed. And I said almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, not in driving. Right? We never died. But anyway, I digress. Just trying to stall until Scott unfreezes.
He's very deep.
Trust me, I did not want to use that expression, but I had to because Scott was just staring into my soul. I'll wait. This is
And if you're listening at home, go onto youtube.com/No New Friends Podcast and listen and watch Scott Frozen.
It's actually pissing me off. We should have just recorded without him this
Kick
week.
him-
Forget about
kick
it
him
next
out.
week. Yeah. Oh, I got transition screens. Can't even say the word transition right now because it's July. What are we doing?
It's July.
What are we doing
It's-
here? What are we doing here? There's so many funny memes. It's like now that's July 1st, and it's like these really horrible memes that I forget to send you, Nick, because I know you'll find them funny.
Maddie sent me one of a bus driving away in New York City, and it had Grinder on the side. It says the gays are leaving until next June.
And Maddie just commented the Grinder bus. So what pisses me off about this umbrella thing is if you put it all the way up, it breaks. I didn't pay for a broken umbrella.
They're made in China.
At least they're plastic. I'm probably drinking so many chemicals through this. I love that Chris is an umbrella right now. It's cute, right?
And it's like cool because it's a straw through the umbrella.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. Like I might order more of these.
Maddie, get those for the. Oh, we probably can't take them on the cruise. Damn it.
You're not allowed to bring straws.
Well, they're all about environment.
That's true. You are in the
crap.
middle of the ocean, but they do give a lot of straws out, or do they?
They do the bamboo straws, some cruises now, which are better than the paper straws.
I kid you not. So we talked about this on the podcast, but this was before you both were on. I'm pretty sure. My honeymoon. There was a vessel, if you will, of immigrants that pulled up to the side of the cruise ship from Cuba, and I kid you not, like 200 water bottles were littered that day, including one of mine from my room, because we were trying to throw water to them, and I missed horribly.
I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, killed a dolphin or two, and yeah, so yeah, it sucked too. I googled it. I sent the video. I took a real good video on my GoPro. Excuse me, on my phone, and I messaged Fox News and NBC. I was like, "Hey, if you want this video, like, in return for compensation, I'll give it to you." And so I googled it like a couple weeks later, and someone had a picture of it, and they just fucking sent him right back to Cuba. Yeah, I was like, okay, I wish I didn't read this. But that was scary. The cruise ship just came to a complete halt because you have to. It's maritime
Yeah,
law.
I've seen it on videos.
Yeah, maritime law that you
Uh-huh.
have to stop
I
for
don't
shit
think
like
we've
that.
had it yet.
Dude, they had a boat with like a motor that you'd be in a lake with, and they had buckets just emptying out the water. It looked like a steampunk boat, and it's really sad. And then so a little boat from our ship went to them and gave them a couple cases of water, and the first case of water they handed over, they dropped it into the ocean. Everyone like booed them from the
Yeah, because
from
they
the
have to go
balcony.
over to make sure that they're not pirates. And, like,
Yeah,
gonna like make sure find out what they're.
I was
need.
terrified that this boat of 12 Cuban immigrants were pirates and we're gonna just take over the cruise ship, which would make for great content. I'm sure Scott was rooting for that, but I was not. That was my honeymoon.
I was rooting
my
for
honeymoon.
them to be knocked the F out.
Yeah.
What's really funny, Chris, so you drive faster.
Sure.
I know that it pisses me off when I drive slow because I drive like grandpa. So I will slow down and go like 5 miles per hour under the speed limit to just agitate and annoy. Because like we literally, our love language to each other is passive aggressiveness. That's how we communicate.
Yeah, that's very healthy.
Very, extremely healthy. So you, on the way home from the doctors, weren't speaking.
Right. Because of hunger.
Because you were hungry.
But let's rewind a little bit. We go to the chiropractor, and it was a 45-minute appointment, which was really
For a baby?
Yeah, it was weird, dude.
Chiropractic, like it's like 3 minutes in and out.
Yeah, no,
With a
you
little pop
yeah,
pop
yeah,
and-
right. Well, you're
Yeah.
talking a baby. She held our baby for like a half hour, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, me and Emily did not talk about this because of the hunger thing on the way home, because it was like 1:45 on the way home. We didn't eat yet, and for anybody who doesn't
What Chris is
understand,
not telling you is he had a Twinkie at 1:35.
stop,
but,
cut that, Alex.
Quit
cut
talking
that.
about me like that. Pride month's over.
So yeah, we can't talk. I'm not gay anymore until next
Happy
June.
straight month.
So I just feel like a lot of the appointment was just the chiropractor just enjoying the shit out of holding a baby. Like she was just like putting her in different positions, holding her and bouncing her. I'm like, I was doing this the whole morning to try to keep her from stopping. Like you're not adjusting her. If you're adjusting her, then I should start billing my insurance for me holding my child because you're literally doing the same exact thing that I do. And the only thing that she did different was just poke the shit out of my daughter's stomach, which I do anyway. Because I just went on YouTube and looked
So
up
it worked.
how to make
She
no
poked the shit out.
no. Oh no, not
Oh,
literally.
not literally.
No, not literally. Not literally. So I did. So she's like, maybe today will be the day, and that I just left with like I was like thinking like. That's it. Like she held her, bounced her, poked her in the stomach, then looks at us and says, "Maybe today will be the day."
Maybe.
So it wasn't like today is not the day. She did not poop. Gonna have to shoot like glycerin up her butt tomorrow again, which is great because tomorrow we will be at the grandparents' house, so they will be able to clean up the shit. But was it planned that way? Of course. So we leave the chiropractor and Emily looks at me and says, "So what do you think?" And I was like, "I think nothing. I was like, I have no thoughts. I have no thoughts. I'm hungry. I don't want to talk. Like there's nothing for me to say right now." I said, "We'll just have to wait and see." And so it is currently 7:40 p.m. on Tuesday the 2nd, and she has not pooped yet. Hopefully, we can edit this in the future and insert "she pooped" with cheers. No, just kidding. We do not have good production value. That will never happen. But hopefully, she poops tonight.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, it's when I'm recording, so I don't have to change it. I you know what I do want to talk about for a second. I do want to talk about this for a second because I think the show might be a little divided on this. Emily was pissed that I purchased this. I think it's the smartest thing in the world. I think it's great. Speaking about shit, so once a week and once every 8 days, when my daughter does in fact shit, it's a shit show, like a literal shit show, and it smells horrible. It is so bad because it's shit.
Obviously.
It's shit. So, what
So
do you
it pretty
do?
much smells like you on a regular basis.
Yeah, that was actually a deep dig.
I had to explain to you what a shower was the other. Nick, before you came on, Sarah comes on and her hair's all done, and he's like, "Did you come back from somewhere? Your hair looks great." And I'm like, "It always looks great." She's like, "I took a shower today." I was like, "Chris, a shower."
All right, well,
is
listen.
something that
Well, Chris
people-
usually FaceTimes me from the shower, so
So, all right, whatever. I don't even remember what I was saying because I'm so upset right now. So anyway,
what are we
it's a
divided
shit show.
on?
It's a
I'm
shit
on
show.
Instagram and I see an ad for something that I thought was brilliant. It's called Dad Nose. And it looks like a little clown nose. And you put it over your nose when you change your child's poopy diaper. And instead of smelling the poop, you smell whatever the scent of the nose that you put on your nose is. And I got coffee fragrance, I got candle fragrance, and pine fragrance. It was $19.95 for 3 noses. They last until they don't. And you put them on when you're changing the diaper. And Emily looks at me and she goes, "That was created by a woman. You know that, right?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "You're literally wearing a clown nose. The husband's going to look like a clown when they're changing a diaper."
Who cares?
I said, "I don't care what I look like. I'm not going to be smelling shit. I'm going to be smelling a fresh brewed cup of coffee. You could change the baby with whatever you want. You could smell that shit. I'm going to be smelling a fresh brewed cup of coffee." What do you
I
guys
love
think?
this.
What do you guys think?
I love this idea. I think it's brilliant.
Right?
If it was like Disney fragrances, maybe it's like the
Well, it's funny you
smellizer.
should say that.
It's Joffrey's coffee.
Yeah.
It's funny you should say that, Nick, because if you go to magicallyscented.com right now, use promo code Remy19, you can get 13% off your purchase of the Dad Nose.
Sarah, what's your opinion on this from a woman's perspective?
Well, you know, I was able to skip that part. You see, I came in at the toddler stage, so
She
I
says,
didn't
"Wait
have to
until
deal
they're
with
potty
it.
trained, then become involved.
Chris leave.
Exactly. But if they were anything as babies like they are now, that I can be on the other side of the house and it smells like them going to the bathroom, then I would have appreciated whatever got rid of the smell.
Well, you're about to get to the middle school phase, so you may want to invest in those noses. Because middle school kids.
I need it
Wait.
now because the way Piper farts is impressive.
She is definitely a lift her leg in your face.
Oh
fart
yeah,
type
she
person.
will.
Oh yeah.
She will hold it in, and she knows like the pull my finger trick. Like she can do it on command. So Chris, this is what you have to look forward to in 6 years.
Oh gosh, should I take my
So-
headphones off? I don't know if I want to know this.
Wait,
Wait, are you saying that my daughter's actually gonna be able to poop? Is that because I will? That's
She
something to
will.
look forward to. Wow.
She will, but
spoiler
you know
alert.
how sometimes you, as an adult, take a poop and it hurts later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Piper, I was very proud of Piper today. She had one of those moments where she came up to me and she's like,
I
"My
think
butt
that's
hurts."
maybe because you're underdoing the poppers.
Oh, Popper before
Maybe
it
it's-
poops.
That's what I forgot to do.
Other pain that the
Back to my child. She's not doing those. She went to the bathroom today and she's like, "Daddy, my butt hurts." I'm like, "Well, did you poop?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "It was probably a big one, wasn't it?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "We've all been there. We've had those moments where you're just kind of like strutting out of the bathroom, like,
So should I go to the hospital?
yeah, I might need a new butthole at this point." And sometimes that
biggest
happens.
turd I've ever seen.
Sometimes it happens when you are a grown man, a grown gay man, and you're just like, I might need a new butthole after that one.
Nick, are you more worried when your butthole hurts because you're like, I've seen what can go in here? Like, what the hell just came
No.
out of me?
I was talking with Ryan and Maddie about it in a group text the
I
other
just had
day.
a conversation about this the other day.
Just had a
actually.
conversation about this, but the butthole is it's a muscle. It flexes and it can fit big things up there.
Do you work it out, Nick?
Like
You said it's a
Kegel-
muscle. Like, do you go to the
Yeah.
gym
yeah.
for this?
Like,
Well,
no,
not the
like
gym.
Kegel-
I
I mean, not
Kegel
this
exercises.
literal gym.
I go to Chipotle and then like it's a good workout for it. It like helps loosen it up some.
It's good to know. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
feed my daughter Chipotle.
It might work.
If Mexican is what we need to do to exercise this muscle,
I mean, Lewis is Latino. He can loosen my butthole.
yeah, maybe cut the whole crowbarring my daughter into this out of the future. Alex, when you're editing this, maybe you just take the "should my daughter eat Chipotle?" because I think that it was just two totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we should. I and this is in all serious. I don't think we should compare the two. I think maybe Alex, at your discretion, you're a dad. You will know. Maybe we take that out. YouTube,
Alex, it's
enjoy.
fine, just leave it.
YouTube,
Just leave it.
YouTube, enjoy. But Alex, maybe my mother-in-law listens to this. Maybe we take it out. Maybe
Yeah,
we,
maybe
maybe
take it out.
we take it out.
Leave everything else, but just take Chris asking, "Should I feed my daughter Chipotle?" Take that out.
That's
and then This
it.
whole explanation that he went
Absolutely.
into, take that out as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then me saying, "Take it out, take it out, take it
Yeah,
out."
and then like this right now, like literally what I'm saying right now, just take this out. Just take this out.
Yeah,
All right,
just
so
that's what my wife says all the time. She's like, "Okay, I'm done." Take
And
this
like
thing
what
out.
Scott said, take that out because it doesn't apply to anything we're talking about because you took what I said out. So just take this all out.
All right,
Just
3
take
hours
the
later.
Chipotle thing out and leave all this explanation in. And if you want to know what the Chipotle thing is, you have to watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
Standard
except for the first week of July.
Time. Except for next week.
Yeah.
No, you guys are gonna do it. Anyway.
This
Nick.
is the first week of July.
Yes, Nick. Back to you.
Oh, back to me. Yeah, and Maddie just posted in the chat too. Like, we're both at that age where our daughters are proud of their poops, and sometimes
Really?
they just make you come in and look at it. So get ready for those days.
I didn't know girls could poop until I had daughters. You know, because I'm a girl dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did that come out of you?
Right.
Like, what is happening?
There was just glitter.
Yeah. I thought it was glitter.
Right.
It's not.
That's
Spoiler
the
alert.
gays.
That's just
That's the gays. We just poop
Yeah.
glitter.
So, Sarah, tell me about your bowel movements. Are they nice and healthy?
Do you have IBS?
All
Talk about-
glitter.
All glitter as
All
well.
glitter. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've never seen Sarah sweat either. Like I've hung out at the parks with her, no sweat, just dry as can be, kind of like my wife's.
You know what?
Oh my god.
Thanks for intertwining me into that sentence. I appreciate that. No, you know what? I've never been a sweater, honestly, but when we were at the park sometimes, it's everywhere except for the face, I feel like.
It's on the
awful.
spots that you wouldn't think sweat.
Well, you get the under the bra, you know.
I can't
sweat,
imagine,
And then your
yeah.
pants.
Yeah.
Your pants are a little too tight. Just I can't wear denim shorts. Can't wear denim shorts ever to the theme park because it's so awful when it's so hot and then it starts rubbing on you. Oh,
Are you guys all big
see,
sweaters?
Just thinking about it.
Are we
Talking
all
about
big
your sex
sweaters
life
on
or-
here?
I have been, like, the older I get, the more I sweat. Like,
Yeah.
for no reason.
I can't buy gray shirts anymore.
See, here's the funny thing, Chris. Unless I'm like in extreme heat at the parks, I don't sweat under my arms. I get boob sweat, which is a new thing for me.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit embarrassing. Like I used to be embarrassed if I like sweat. I don't care now because I'm literally at the parks. Everybody's sweating. It's
Right.
gross. But when the boob sweat shows up, I'm like, ooh, that's not a good look.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I stopped buying gray shirts. Like I won't wear. There are certain shirts that I won't wear during certain temperatures. Like
Could you wear some gray sweatpants just for science for me?
you know that I will because I've sent
Okay.
you photos. I can't wear gray sweatpants unless I send Nick a photo because he just wants to know if I look okay for the day for some reason. I have no idea what else there would have been, but yeah, no. Charles Robert just put in chat. I sweat like a damn pig. I sweat like a damn pig as well, and I always have, and it's horrible. But it's worse when you care, if that makes sense. Like when I was younger and in high school or college, it was way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I'm like married and have a child and stuff, it's like I don't care as much anymore.
I don't care. It means, I mean, who cares? Now, if it's like, if I'm wearing like a dress shirt or something,
Yeah,
and I'm like out
that's-
somewhere,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
care.
that
Because
sucks.
I'm like,
It's like Disney,
grab.
being at Disney, it's acceptable because
Right.
Yeah.
you're literally on the sun there.
Yeah, like if you're not sweating, it's worse than if you
Yeah.
are.
yeah. I don't sweat as much because I have this really cool neck fan that I
Oh.
got from my TikTok
I've not
shop.
heard about it.
Yeah, if you go to our TikTok shop, there's a really cool neck fan. It keeps you nice and cool in the parks.
You know what I found? I just and I found this out. So my best friend, he got married, and I was in his wedding, and I put on my dress shirt, and it was a very light dress shirt, but not in temperature, in like cloth, so you can see water right through it. And we were in a locker room getting dressed because of that country club that he got married
Scott,
at.
Scott, can you cue the like sexy music right now? Because I'm like really turned on. He's talking about locker rooms and light shirts. I'm like, oh, tell me more.
We were at a men's locker room, and
Oh.
Mike Trout's locker. Scott knows who Mike Trout is. Mike Trout's locker was there. We all took a photo in front of this major league baseball player's locker. So anyway, we're all in these white button downs, and I start sweating profusely. It's warm down there. It's toasty. I'm moist, Nick. I
Me too.
am moist. So I go over to the sink They have all men's products over there.
Ooh,
I found
fancy.
Gold Bond for the first time. I don't know if you guys know what Gold Bond is.
All dads know it now.
Oh,
It's a bad
Gold
thing.
Bond is God's gift to men. I put that
I would
in
say the
every.
vagina is God's gift to men.
I would put Gold Bond above that,
Oh,
Scott.
okay.
Gold Bond. I put Gold Bond in every crack and crevice in my body. I didn't sweat for 3 days. I smelled like a 70-year-old man, but I did not sweat. I was like, I started going around to everybody down. I was like, you got to try this. I was like, this is incredible. Everyone's like, nobody's sweating except for you. All right, well then I'll just see my way out. But no, I was also in a cast and on a knee scooter during that wedding, so I was sweating a lot more than everybody
What?
else.
What happened?
Well, and the weight gain.
So
Why were you in a cast?
Stop. No.
last
We're
year,
not going down this road.
end of July.
It's
Anyway,
like a year.
it's been almost a year.
It's been wow.
Wow.
We should
Yeah.
have like
Bitch about it.
an in memoriam or something.
Yeah, yeah. Still can't run. I tried to jog the other
Hey.
day.
My hand is doing fine as well, by the way. And I want you to know it's funny that this came up because Jordan actually pointed out a spindle to me today and just pointed at it and chuckled. And I'm like, what are you pointing at? And she said, you stabbed yourself on that thing. So,
What age do I get to look forward those dark jokes at?
well,
Middle school.
she's 9, but it started earlier than that
She's
because she
accelerated.
has me as a step parent. Yeah.
Yeah, your daughter's gonna look at you, Chris, and show it. Are you okay?
Yeah, I actually just hurt myself. I put my foot up and I hit my heel. I don't want to keep this in the episode. It's embarrassing.
Keep it. Well, now you and Cameron Brick have something in
I don't know who
common.
that is.
Yeah, you do. She's,
Cameron
the-
Brick? I thought it was a dude, first of all.
Brink. Cameron Brink.
Cameron
She's
Brink?
the-
I really don't know.
She's a
who
starting
that is.
center for the LA Sparks. She, the hot
Oh,
blonde.
I do know who that is.
Yeah.
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 She's on Reddit as hot draft pick for the Sparks, not Cameron
Yeah.
Brink.
Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Sorry. Continue.
I don't think there was anything to continue. I think I was done. I don't think you want me to keep talking. I think I talked enough.
So your daughter has not pooped yet.
She is not pooped. I have, but she's not. I even show her what poop looks like. I'm like, this is what you should be doing. And she can't see yet because she can only see 6 inches away. She's still very much blind.
You know, I think we're done with these poop jokes now, so I need you guys to just move out of the way because Pride Month's over, but I'm still gay. Move. I'm gay.
Nick's on the mic, so it's time to take notice. And if you don't like it, that's homophobic. Stay the hell out of his way. Move, I'm gay.
I'll let Chris fix the screen here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna take a while. I can't really
I-
see straight right now.
Off the record, I did just send a picture in a group text that I took one night at the Chinese restaurant, and I forgot to send it.
Spindle.
Every time I go into that Chinese restaurant, I think of you, Sarah.
Last time I went to a Chinese
Now I
restaurant, I
have
saw
to
a
look at it.
swastika. I did not think of Sarah, for the record.
Yeah, you know, Chris, this is so. Chris is having problems with the video on YouTube right now. It's very homophobic that the "Move I'm Gay" one is the one that's all out of whack.
Yeah, Scott said don't give it. Scott literally texted me and said, "Don't worry about fixing the move. I'm gay. We're not going to do that until at least next June."
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
We don't need Scott in there. You can cut him out. So last week I talked briefly, and I won't go into too much detail, but I will go into some. So my mother-in-law ended up in the hospital last week.
Oh.
She got out of the hospital after a couple days. Actually, the day we recorded the podcast. I'm not very close with her. She's never really been that involved in our lives. Just there's always some sort of excuse that she came up with of why she couldn't come visit us. But we found out that she might have dementia or Alzheimer's. And starting to realize that through a text message that we received yesterday. And mind you, she never texts me. So we have a group text going now, and she's a little confused, and I don't want to make fun of somebody that's sick, but also some of the stuff people say when they lose their mind or lose their memory or something is very entertaining.
I have a great example of this. The COVID, we beat Medicaid.
I get that reference. If you don't, check out our YouTube
Oh,
channels.
that one. All right. So Sean and I both get this message from his mother yesterday, and she says, "Can you get me like 6 bags of unsalted peanuts for the squirrels?" Unless you're planning
Sounds
to
not
come
funny.
down this way every day this week. She's like, my cousin Sarah used to take me, but they usually cost to save a lot because it costs more for less. Doesn't make sense. 3 bags a
costs
week
more
is
for
good.
less. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. She wants 3 bags a week of unsalted peanuts for the squirrels. Sean's like, I've never bought these before. Don't know where this is coming from. And this is when we kind of started noticing a little bit that she was slightly off. So I ran up to Sean when I saw this text message come in, and I'm like, just cracking up at it, because you just have to laugh at these things sometimes. And
I laughed at an entire debate last week.
oh yeah, who didn't? He said he was down there at her house a couple weeks ago, fixing or cleaning up her yard work and stuff, and he got poison ivy like he always does at her house. And apparently, she needed something cleaned off on the sidewalk. The city is sending her notes about it, and he's like, "Well, what do you want me to do about this dead squirrel?" She's like, "Oh my God, there's one that's dead. Which one is it?" He's like, "I don't know. I didn't catch his name."
Thomas. Thomas is the dead one.
So she goes over and looks at it, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know that one."
Oh,
So now we have to feed the squirrels, and then apparently she's Snow White. So
aw.
yeah. So it's rather moving. It's entertaining. Yeah, as Charles Roberts said, laughter is medicine. We just have to laugh it off at this point.
You know it's not moving? Chris's
dead-
daughter's bowels.
No, they're not. I tried all the pressure points as instructed by the doctor, which they call themselves the chiropractor. Now, Nick, do you think she might have texted you about nuts because you're gay? Maybe she doesn't have Alzheimer's. Maybe she's very, very like intelligent.
Just blunt about it. Or
Yeah, maybe
just-
she's like, "You're a
yeah.
nut guy, right?"
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. It literally came out of nowhere, just like the nuts sometimes come out of nowhere. I guess they come out of one place.
Since my other one didn't drop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2 places.
So this is a sore subject for you talking about nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
sorry.
The use of the S is offensive. So if we could just refer to them as nut from now on, I'd appreciate
The
that.
nuts. So if anybody wants to send 3 bags of nuts per week, you can email me. Does his pod? Alex got that. So yeah, so that's been my life right now in a nutshell. Pun
Thank you for
intended.
not using the S there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm done. You can go back to your heterosexual podcast.
I'm so drunk that I
Nick's
just
on
felt
the mic,
worse
so
than
it's
he.
time to take notice. And if you don't like it, that's homophobic. Stay the hell out of his way. Move, I'm gay.
I will repeat that joke because it was kind of funny. I'm so drunk that I spelled worse, WERSE, and kept it because it looks
Better than
It
It
looks
looks like Ryan
the
wrote
word.
it.
but you know what? It phonetically, it looks way better than WORSE.
Okay.
Worse or worse? Think about it. Anyway, carry on. I digress.
So something happened to me this week, and we joke all the time, Chris.
It
like,
dropped?
Emily it it never dropped. I had to have surgery. It's not funny. I was in a lot of pain. I still remember that pain at 3 years old. Apple juice made me throw up. So
But did you poop?
Oh, I had no
Hey.
problem pooping.
Oh,
Peeing
wow.
was the hard thing. So, this week at work, I work at a resort, and we have this little quick service snack bar thing. So I'm like helping restock the beverage station. Let me set this up a little bit better. Alex, cut all that, please. All right, so Chris, we've talked about like when Emily leaves town, like you're useless, like you're gonna end up dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the dog
I
doesn't
don't
get
have
fed.
long, right?
Yeah.
Well, I
So
feed her. I
I'm-
just don't give her water. I forgot
Right,
one or
okay.
the other.
Right. I'm similar. Like I'm useless without my wife. Like
Yeah, you didn't have to
things
say that
cannot-
out loud.
It's just a given. So I'm at work, and I work at a resort, and we've got this snack bar, quick service area, and this lady asked me, "Hey, do you have any salt packets?" I have no idea if I have salt packets or not. Like it's a bigger quick service area. Like, I look at one of the employees, and I'm like, "Hey, do we have salt packets?" So another guest comes up and says, "Yeah, they're right here." And everyone's kind of looking at me, and like it's busy. There's like 20 people around, so I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed because I don't know that we have salt packets. So it comes to me. I said, guys, look. I said, you all have husbands. I said, my wife is not here. Okay, I have no idea where anything is. If my wife was here, we'd find you salt packets, but I have no idea. I have no idea. And they all laughed, and we continued on our way. Really thought that story was going to get a better reaction. So
No,
I'm
it kind
glad
of
that I
sucked.
saved it.
Yeah.
It did. I'm
Yeah.
having an off night. I'm man flu, and I'm trying to I'm freaking out because I don't want to be sick for my California trip next week with Darren. Really excited about that. So I'm like kind of a little bit low key.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
the trip that you didn't book through Sandpiper Vacations?
Interesting, first of all. Yeah. But really excited announcement. Scott's stressed and upset and stuff. I am the opposite. And I think that I can speak on behalf of Sarah and Nick when I say that I'm really excited for Scott's trip next week. I'm excited because guess what?
What?
It's gonna be we're gonna have a threesome. Good old threesome next week.
Oh,
We're gonna have a good old threesome. Consensual and only audio. Nothing else, you sick fucks. It is literally just gonna be it's gonna be us three on the podcast next week. And I think that I'm at the stage in my mental health journey that I'm scared about this, and just to feel anything makes me feel excited
You have
for something.
feelings, Sven.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Nick.
Yeah.
The fact that I feel something is like really exhilarating
Yeah.
for me.
Because like for quite some time, I was dead inside,
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
and it's finally outside. And now we all give it to Scott. So thank you, Scott.
yeah, no problem.
Thanks for taking it on.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous.
Sure.
Not gonna lie, because this is going to be the first episode that I ever miss.
Ever in the history of this podcast is the first one that you've been. And I was thinking about that the other day too. I'm thinking there not even After Dark. There hasn't even been an After Dark that you missed.
I've never missed an episode ever, and I won't even be watching because, as Darren would say, we're not going on a vacation. We're on a quest.
I don't know what that means. That wasn't funny. I'm more confused.
It's not supposed to be funny. It's rope drop to close every day. It's not a vacation. It's a quest. It's a quest to ride everything, to do everything. Because I've never been out to Disneyland. I've never been out to Universal Hollywood.
There's a lot to discover out there, and it's the first time Sean and I went there was for our wedding. Loved it because it was our wedding, but we didn't have time. I felt like we were just kind of in a bubble and then could explore it and enjoy it as much. And it's become like our favorite, especially California Adventure Park. It's become like our favorite place to go now.
Yeah, I'm really excited about California Adventure because they have a lot. I mean, I don't think they have anything in California Adventure that we have here except for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
No, that's actually at Disneyland.
Oh, okay. See, yeah. So there's nothing that exists at California Adventure that we have here. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about Mission Breakout. Disneyland, it's like, is it going to be like, can I drink? Probably not. It's probably like Magic Kingdom.
I mean, I feel like you're going to be like, when you see the castle, you're just going to look at it and be like,
Underwhelmed.
not underwhelmed, but it's just like when you look down your pants every single day.
Was going to say, it's probably the same thing that my
Yeah.
wife.
And
So
I
sh-
was thinking
yeah.
the same thing. We are all on the same page. We've been doing this too long. We have to take a little bit of a break.
So next week on the roast of Scott.
What are we
Or
gonna
Scott's
do
not
next?
here.
In all actuality, Scott, stop talking. Sarah and Nick, what are we gonna do next week when we don't have Scott to make fun of? Who's gonna be the person that's gonna get the butt of all the jokes?
Oh, you.
I mean, I get the butt a lot of times,
It's true.
so I feel like me.
It's gonna
But
be
Pride Month's
interesting.
over, so you can't. I guess you can make fun of me because it's not Pride Month.
Yeah, it's not homophobic anymore.
Yeah.
And then what happens if the podcast we have the best episode in a while or of all time?
Then
I'll
we
take a backseat. I'll produce.
we rename the podcast and we'll just take it over.
That's fair. I think it's more than fair.
What are you guys going to talk about next week?
What if Scott's the weak
We
link?
didn't even know what we're going to talk about tonight. Still,
Yeah.
let's focus on that.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be talking about 5 minutes from now. Nick has a good
Yeah.
point. Let alone 7 days from now. Next week we'll be talking about I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna do the most planning I've ever done in my life, just to shove it down Scott's throat, consensually.
We need segments, so we need Ryan, both Ryans.
Mm-hmm.
We need segments.
We'll have like a whole production team for next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have a new musical number. It's gonna be an all musical episode.
You should do a musical
This
episode.
will be the
be
highly
great.
anticipated musical episode.
Yes.
Or we could do a Muppets episode that we talked about last year.
Listen, I'm excited to see what you guys do without me. We've talked about it before. Chris is ready. He's come so far from his first hosting gig when it was the episode before the Father's Day episode where he decided to do that abysmal improv game. Yeah, remember?
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
excited.
just more concerned with the fact that you said I'm ready. It makes one of us that thinks that.
Yeah, you got it. I've been grooming you, and not in like the Mormon Kyle Philip Patowski way, but like I've been grooming you for a couple years. You got this.
Is that
So
what
that'll
that
be next
touching
week.
was for? What?
Yes, yeah. So that'll be next week. Make sure you check it out. I don't have anything else. Do you want to go to Cliff Notes?
I have a whole bunch, but they're pretty good.
I can do like a small travel thing.
That's good. Let's do that.
Yeah, Nick, do you have any travel updates for us?
There's a hurricane coming,
Oh,
so
yes, there is.
that's been fun.
Where'd
as
you
a
meet him?
Travel. Hey, I don't even know her name anymore.
Wait.
What's her name?
Her.
Beryl?
Whoa.
Her. Whoa, you're not gay anymore?
Oh, a literal hurricane.
Oh,
Yeah, an actual hurricane.
Oh.
A storm.
You see, you said there's a hurricane coming, and
Yeah.
we both assumed that that's the
a
last.
gay
Thought it was some like
innuendo or
Filipino guy
something.
you met.
Yeah. No, there's an actual hurricane coming towards the southern Caribbean right now, and it is going to be hitting the Yucatan Peninsula this weekend.
That's hot.
Which is Cancun area.
Right, that's not hot because
No.
I have another trip that I did not book through Sandpiper Vacations, booked for February of next
For
year.
next year, don't worry about that. Focus on the now, where I have a client down there that might be stuck on their vacation.
Good. You can book him a plane ride out of there.
Yeah.
No,
Think
because
big
no planes
picture.
are leaving.
Oh. Maybe you have to go down there and get him.
I
You
might
be
have
the
to go pick
travel
him
agent
up.
of the year.
I should. I've already won that
Or
award.
they
I
could
think
just-
today.
They could just
Today?
enjoy the resort for a couple more days. Wait, you won an award today?
I self-awarded myself, I guess. So I have a client
have
that's
to.
at Walt
I
Disney
do
World.
that on a regular basis.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to give your own pat on the back, and thank you for
pats
not
on the
answering me, Scott. But I have a VIP client at Walt Disney World this week.
VIP.
VIP. I'm calling her that because she is a TikTok influencer that has over 130,000 followers.
Wow.
I woke up this morning at 6:45 a.m., got her virtual queue for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So I feel like I should be travel advisor of the year because
Yeah, I would think so.
Tiana's Bayou, 3 days after opening, getting that,
Yeah.
and she was like boarding group like 11.
Oh,
So she was
wow.
like first one on in the morning.
Yeah, I was super excited for you when you said that to us because I know who you're talking about. She's a very big influencer, and I was just so happy to see that she shouted you out, and,
Yeah.
and I know that she's done that on some of her lives as well. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
Scott was so excited about that that he responded by saying,
Going live.
Going live or
no,
something.
where
or-
was it? Was it in the family group chat? Because I have, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the family.
Yeah, Scott was so excited. Here's the exact text that he sent back. Enthusiastically, capital N, nice.
He's so supportive.
No
Such a-
exclamation point. Should have
such
put
a
a
great
period.
dad.
You might as well just put a period at the end
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
I was trying to.
I feel bad. I feel bad for Darren sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Sometimes
every day.
it's way less. Yeah, I was gonna say it's way less than me. I wake up
Yeah.
thinking about him. I go to sleep worrying about him.
Yeah. So yeah, I on top of working with my current clients that are at Disney World right now, I have some clients in Cancun, some clients going to Cancun this weekend that are nervous about the storm. So it's part of the job that I almost forget about until the storms get close and actually start getting more serious of where it's headed. Because with hurricanes, you never know; it changes
Right.
every 5 seconds. There's 100 million predictions on it. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody involved in this way of the hurricane, and if trust working with a travel advisor because we are here to help assist in those instances.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
by,
what I was
and
gonna
by
say.
travel insurance.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like as you're getting close to a trip and a hurricane is going to disrupt. What's your recommendation? I mean, like if say they're not there, they're going there, and there's this hurricane that's going to disrupt the vacation. Would you
I actually
recommend?
I sent an email out. I have literally 5 clients going to Cancun and flying in on Saturday. Literally sent out an email yesterday, just kind of preparing them and just saying, what are your thoughts on this? I know you're thinking about it. You're probably seeing it on the news. Do you still want to just go forward as planned or just wait it out? Because it's some people, this is their once a year trip or once in a lifetime type trip. So I leave it up to the clients. I let them know that their safety is my concern, and I'm here to help readjust if we need to move their trip. Usually, as we start getting closer and seeing that these destinations are in that target spot, we are able to move them more easily without having to pay cancellation fees. If they see a hurricane's coming 2 months from now and they're like, oh, I want to cancel my trip because I think it's going to be a hurricane, you book the trip knowing it's hurricane season.
Right.
So there's no guarantees with any sort of weather in general.
Right.
And flights get canceled all the time just for a simple rainstorm. So, but we're here to look out for our clients. So I have a great team that's been monitoring the weather, and we share updates as well with each other too, so that we know who to contact and help each other out.
That's awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yep.
you got any cliff notes?
I do.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
I think this is my favorite screen. Not even being biased.
It's really cool.
It's very
Yeah,
homophobic.
I would have loved. You know what? My favorite screen is the Word of the Week screen, but this is my favorite because I forget what that screen even looks like.
Or when
If
we
you
used to
wanna
have
know what
Jersey Man and
screen
Florida
Chris is talking
Man.
If you want to write for Word of the Week, contact us at. No, I'm just kidding. Darren, we love you. Is Darren even watching live? Yeah, Darren is here.
Yeah,
He
Darren
is.
He is.
Yeah, because he actually did call out. There are 2 rides at California Adventure Park that are similar or the same as.
That's
Disney
it?
World, and they
Just
do have
Soarin' and
Soarin'
Voyage of
and Voyage of the Little Mermaid there.
I'm excited
Yeah,
for you
that's-
guys to try the.
But
Lightning
Soarin'
McQueen
was
ride.
Soarin' is different sometimes. So sometimes they just do over California, while Epcot does around the world.
California is garbage, by the way. I feel sick.
Oh, really? I heard
in
that
that
one was
ride, yeah.
great.
No, it's terrible.
Oh, you get the orange groves.
Okay, that's it. That's it. It's not as
the-
good as around the world.
As soon as Soren picked me off the ground in Disney World, my palm starts sweating. I had to close my eyes. So all I got was the.
I feel like it
smells.
picked you up off the ground when you just sat in the chair because
That-
you're so short.
That was when my palms started sweating.
That's
this is way
nerves.
too high. And then it lifted us up. I was like, I'm going to pass out. Anyway. This week, the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden happened in between our recordings. And people were arguing like who won, who lost. Now, the real loser, the United States of America.
Yeah.
While watching the debate, I've discovered that Joe Biden might be the only person in America that is worse at improv than Scott.
Yeah, it's very true.
Now, in the episode, when we were talking about showers, Scott said that before Nick came on, we were talking about showers. Now, in my defense, I usually shower after Nick comes on. So he wouldn't really understand before. Sadly, Nick talked about how his mother-in-law could have Alzheimer's. Now, the real reason why he knew that she could have Alzheimer's was she announced that she's running for president.
Oh wow.
Late in the episode, Scott said that he was at work. Oh, I'm sorry. That was just funny for me. I have no idea what work is. I'm sorry. And lastly, Scott said that next week he's going on a quest to ride everything in California. Scott, Pride Month is over. You can stop pandering. And those are my Cliff Notes.
Thank you so much, Chris. All right, so it's pretty sad that Jimmy Carter, who's been in hospice for like 2 years, would make a better president right now, or make a more coherent sentence. That was awful, and you know where I lie politically. It's scary, but anyway, I digress.
That was before we stopped the episode. I DVR'd it because I'm a big DVR guy now that I discovered that I can DVR things for the past 6 months. I DVR'd the debate, and I was texting Scott during my rewatch of the debate.
Yeah, because I was way ahead.
Yeah, and I texted Scott saying, I wish this happened every night. I would watch this happily every night because it is just peak entertainment. The sad part is these are the people running for the leader of the free world.
Right.
I truly think so. Our president right now did such a bad job that I think 75% of the stuff that Donald Trump said on stage was a lie. But I do think we could take it one step further. If Trump pulled out a gun, took Jake Tapper, brought him on stage, and murdered him, I think he still would have won the debate. I think I think that's how bad Joe Biden. I think that Trump murdering the moderator of the debate still would have been a better look than just Joe Biden answering questions. It was that bad.
He definitely murdered the fact checker machine.
It didn't matter. I know. And that's the thing is it's all optics. So I remember there was this debate, the first ever televised debate. You had JFK and Richard Nixon. I don't remember it. Scott might have been. Richard Nixon sweat like a pig, and that's why JFK won. Is because Nixon just sweat. He just sweat a lot. Talking about people sweating profusely. None of us in this podcast would ever be able to debate live on TV because we would lose whatever the debate was.
Neither can our president. So.
Yeah. I can tell you this: we wanted to stream during the debate. We couldn't because I think I had a kid or something.
You were recording.
Oh, that's right. September, there's another one. I don't think the Democrats should let Joe Biden do it, but if they do, we will be streaming our reaction live because that was really fun. That was, and I tell you what, politics completely aside, that was peak entertainment. That was peak comedy. That was better than anything Saturday Night Live has put out in years.
Oh yeah. I'm like, how is Saturday Night Live going to top this?
Oh my gosh. Like I am not into politics. I haven't been for a while.
I feel like Saturday Night Live just needs to
great.
come in with their intro and then just show that.
That would literally I would watch it every week. I meant it wholeheartedly when I texted Scott and said I would watch this every single night if they did once a night.
Yeah.
It was that good. The worst way possible.
Yep, the most coherent that Biden was during that debate was when he was arguing with Trump over who's got a worse or a better handicap.
Which was the greatest moment in, I think, United States politics history.
Well, that in a presidential debate, when one of the candidates says, "I did not sleep with a porn star."
Oh, and I think he lost voters when he said that.
He's like, oh.
The real highlight of the night was after the debate when there was an after party and Dr. Jill Biden took the microphone, and Biden's just standing there like a lost dog. And she just screams at him, "You did such a great job. You answered every question." I was like,
You
oh.
knew all the facts.
I was like, this is the leader of the free world. It's like you have to laugh, because if you don't laugh, you will panic, because
yeah.
you realize that all of our enemies watch that debate as well.
Right. Right.
My favorite thing about that, and again, politics aside, my favorite thing was anytime Biden ever said, "If I'm elected, I will do this." It's like, I got a fun fact for you, Mr. Biden. You're
Spoiler alert.
You've been elected. You've been there. It was just so funny. It was so fun. If you don't take it serious, which you really, I mean, how much is this actually affecting you? Unless you are trying to cross the border, I think those are the real losers of the night. People trying to cross the border illegally. Both of them agreed on the same things. Everything else was a complete.
But you know what? You know who didn't agree with something on border control? Border control. Because when Joe Biden said border control endorses me, border control immediately
Right away.
X'd
Yeah.
out or tweeted out on
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
We do not support Joe Biden.
Yeah, we never have and never will. That was pretty
Yeah.
funny. Oh, so if you do watch the next debate, please watch it while on Twitter/X. It is the greatest thing ever. The memes are generational, and I think that's why that's what makes this stuff so fun, is the memes that come after,
Yeah.
it, including the memes that we create on our YouTube. So check out our
Yes.
YouTube channel. No
a great
New
time to be
Friends
alive.
podcast on YouTube. We create a lot of non-political funny tweets. They're just funny. Go check them out.
Yeah. Any last minute advice for me on my California trip, Nick?
Um,
No. You didn't book it through. He didn't. He didn't book
Yeah.
it through you. You can't give him anything.
Technically, I'm not allowed to due to insurance reasons. But as a friend of Chris's, it's definitely difficult to do rope drop to close there because of the time change. That's my biggest challenge that I struggled with out there. Is once you hit 6 o'clock at night, you're like exhausted.
The other thing is because you're getting all these batches on Grinder out in California.
Yeah, that too.
It's like, I don't want to be at this park.
Yeah. Well, they're all inside the park because it's very gay out there. You can also get weed delivered out there.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. You just can't take it into Disney, but if it's
California
happens,
winter's fine, though.
Yeah, if it falls into your suitcase,
Or if it's
something.
consumed already.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
just
do?
do it before you go into the park. Disneyland, so it's such a magical park because it is walking in Walt's footsteps. And one of my favorite things that I do at the end of every trip is when you are walking down Main Street and leaving, look up at the firehouse where his office was, and I always just look at the light and say, "Thank you, Walt."
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
Or
All
have magical. I'm always crying. I'm always crying at every Disney trip. So,
All
but
right.
yeah.
We'll end on that note. That was cool.
Here's 20 minutes
Sarah,
of
what's up?
plugs. We'll end right now.
Well, just saying that Disneyland has a better cocoa selection, so just keep a lookout for me, okay?
Yeah.
Got it. It's because it's close to that Mexican border, right?
Yeah, that area. Yeah.
Scott,
Gotcha.
buy me some exclusive Disney Park merch, and then send it to me in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. I'll send it with your Halloween stuff.
Perfect.
Nick, where can our listeners find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Emotional Support Gay Nick, and on all social media platforms at Sandpiper Vacations to book your next vacation destination.
Sarah?
You can find me on the Instagram at Old Soul Thrift and on the TikTok at Super Sarah 94.
Chris?
You can find me at the chiropractor's office trying to find pressure points to make my daughter pass her bowels. If you're not interested in that, you can find me at Instagram at Chris Yob or on Twitch. No, it's another T word. TikTok at Chris Yob NNF. Wow.
And you can connect with all of us. Our social media links are right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. Join our clubhouse, become a Patreon member for as low as $2 a month. Get exclusive access to different contests, giveaways, and all that good stuff. And you get to be on our Discord and talk with us. It's fun. Watch us live on the YouTube every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then follow us on TikTok when we go to the parks most Wednesdays, 9:30, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the TikTok. Don't forget to vote for us for Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition. Vote.orlandoweekly.com under the category Local Notables. That's Best Local Podcast, Best Local TikTok, Best Local Big Shot, Nick Bryan, and Best Local Radio Voice. That's me, Scott. Yeah. If you listen to us on Spotify or Apple, please give us a rating, 5-star rating, and a review. That really helps us out, helps push us out in the algorithm. On behalf of our producer, Alex, Nick, Sarah, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, bitches.
Wow, you know what was weird? We didn't have any segments tonight.
None.
It was good though.
Slackers.
Yeah.
It was so weird how much we flowed in just talking. All the segues besides the very first one was a lot. It was very important.
Yeah, it was good.
I like it.
It was very good. That's why I like it. It does help when I know kind of what we're going to be talking about because I could try to naturally. I threw a curveball in there when I wanted to call Sarah out for because I was like looking at text messages that she hadn't responded
Oh,
to.
this is funny. I like that. It was
And I
good.
was like, yeah, I know you're busy. It doesn't bother me, but I think it's funny.
No, I know, but I was serious. Yesterday, I opened my phone. I think it was yesterday or Sunday. Whenever Nick, you were talking about everything that was going on.
When I did shrooms and had ideas and
I was going through it, and I'm like, oh my god, I missed so much. And then by the time I can actually respond, you guys are like moved on to the 5th subject.
Yeah.
So then it just ends up being me, like
I have to go.
every time.
What's wrong?
Oh no, did it happen?
Oh no,
Does she
but
poop?
no, she's Emily. You said if you're free, come upstairs to the bathroom. First happy bath. She screams like we're fucking murdering her every single bath, and she said she's happy, and I'm really excited. Sorry to cut you off, Sarah. It was a dick
No,
move
it's
of me.
okay.
I was
You're
so
okay.
shocked by that. Everybody on YouTube, we're gonna go offline. Love you guys. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
all.
for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
okay, bye.